Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. We're live. Okay, we got a unboxing video. Another unboxing video to add to the ranks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I've got some new tools, and they're not your regular tricks of the trade. These are, if I am correct, and I believe I am, it's gonna be guitar strings. So let's begin. We are gonna unbox and review some guitar strings. Now, I normally get Elixir, and Elixir are very high quality, kind of expensive guitar string. But I thought, you know what? Why am I paying such top dollar for some things that I'm just basically getting to be destroyed? And you are to replace strings relatively often. And in my case, my guitar, I actually, to change the battery inside of it, which we're going to do as well, we're going to change the battery. To change the battery, I have to access the inside of the guitar, which means I need to remove the strings. So, today's unboxing video is going to be Earthwood. A pack of 4s. And I thought this was a pack of 3, but I got 4 sets here. And this was as much as 1 set of Elixir. So we are gonna, these are Ernie Ball Earthwood acoustic guitar strings, 80/20 bronze alloy, light gauge. Made in the USA. Bronze alloy, light gauge. Made in the USA. It looks very earthy. It's kind of got a brown tone to it. It's got the product code on front, and it should let you know the thicker the, or the higher the number, the thicker the gauge. So the 52 is going to be the E string. Now I've got 3 left. We've unboxed it. This was quick. Unboxing and then review. So throw that away. Don't need it. I'll clean that up later. I'm also going to fix my guitar. Now, if I can show you, there's a microphone that's just kind of, you can hear it. There's a microphone just hanging loose in there because the tape has come undone. So for me to fix this, I need to undo all of the strings, and then I need to restring the guitar, and then well, after I fix the microphone and I replace the battery. Okay, so. So that's what it sounds like now. So these are Elixirs on here. And they still have some life, but there's one string in particular, this one, that I do not feel like it has any life left to give. It sounds dead. That's how I'd describe it, compared to the other ones, which resonate for much longer. It almost sounds like it's a nylon string, while all the other ones sound like metal. And it's just not hitting for me anymore. So we're going to take off the strings. And we're going to review the Ernie Ball Earthwood. It's been some time since I've replaced the strings on this. Now, I think my issue is that these strings have withstood -30 temperatures, and my guitar was, and that's why the microphone as well, the tape on there, I believe lost its adhesive properties on the microphone portion because of the cold, drying it out. Now, the fun part's taking off the strings. Putting on strings is slightly dangerous. I'm also sitting on a chair that has arms, which is not that awesome when you're playing guitar, but that's okay. I have a chair to sit on. And there is there's actually some wear to these strings. Like it's about due for a change. Ooh. Ooh. A little creaky. Now I can also pull out the guitar cleaner. I should do a full treatment on this. Which means I'm going to need to open my guitar case. Okay. Three more to go. We're going to pull out the cleaning products for the guitar. We're going to wipe it down, dust it off, give it some love. Oh, there we go. Right out. Sounds like the strings are getting disappointed. No. Lots of spinning. I have one of those tools that you can use to do this a little bit quicker, but it's less personal, and it actually sometimes it feels like it takes a little bit longer because you're like bumping into the other tuning pegs. Oh man, just twisting away. Unwrap that bad boy. There we go, that's one string out. Last string. And when you take your strings off, it's a great time to inspect the guitar, clean the guitar, appreciate the guitar. And in this case, replace the battery and fix the microphone, which I'm going to be doing. Which means I need to take off the previous adhesive and then re-secure it, which I have double-sided tape next to me, which I'm going to use. And we'll see how long that lasts. I may have to cut the tape to size specific. Almost there. There we go. So now all the strings are off. I'm gonna grab my cleaning agents. 1 second. Now, I'm just going to introduce to you some of what I have here. This is a Dunlop polishing cloth. This is some guitar polish and cleaner, so this will make it nice and clean and shiny. And then for the fretboard, I have Dunlop Ultimate Lemon Oil. Now, it got really dirty. It's like black. That's how dirty the guitars get. I'm not sure how to clean that. Like, I don't have another felt pad on me, and it didn't come with replacement, so I've just been using this for like years. Not for use on maple fretboards. Now, I'm going to make sure this is not a maple fretboard. Gold edge nut. I'm just going to do a little quick Google here. Where is my jacket? Oh, there it is. Just going to make sure my guitar doesn't have maple. I don't think it does. Gold edge. Yeah, my guitar is made by a luthier. Art Luthier, I believe his name is. Yeah, that's my guitar. Walnut reinforced mahogany neck. It's a mahogany neck. I don't think the back of my guitar looks like that, does it? I have a 6-string Grand Auditorium acoustic guitar. It's solid myrtle back and sides, solid torrefied Sitka spruce soundboard, walnut reinforced mahogany neck, ebony fretboard, bridge and bridge pins, bone nut and saddle, Venetian cutaway, forearm rib and cutaway bevels. It's got a Grover vintage machine heads, LR Bags Anthem active pickup system, and it weighs about 5 pounds, 4.8 pounds. Another thing about it is they did some sort of process to make it vintage. They like treated the wood so that it would be extra dry and crisp sounding, like it had been aged for some time. So that's that. That should be okay for the neck. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this 3-in-1 tool here. This is a string cutter, or essentially a bolt cutter, basically. You can remove the pin, and then you can twist it tight at rapid rates. So first and foremost, we're going to remove, I believe they call them the nuts, or the pins. We're going to remove those. What I like to do is I push the string down into the body of the guitar. I push the string, if I can, down into the actual body of the guitar, and that gives it a little bit of slack so that you can pull up the pin easier. We're going to use this handy tool. It goes right at the, there it goes. So easy with this thing, and you don't damage your product. There we go. There's the second one. Look how quick that is. There we go. There's the second one. Look. Careful that you don't bang the wood that your guitar is made out of. I'm just going to throw the strings on the ground for now. We'll clean up the mess when we're done. Pull that out. There's the third one. I was going to throw that on the ground by accident. Or fourth one. I was going to throw that on the ground by accident. Fifth one. So quick with this tool. Sixth one. I used to use pliers and like damage it. But we don't want to do that. Not anymore. Okay. All the strings are out. The next step is removing the battery from inside here. I've never done this. So it's just a pouch. Okay. This is actually quite difficult. And then oh, it's Velcro. Okay, so you can remove the Velcro. That makes it easier. There's Velcro inside my guitar. That's crazy. Feels like I'm doing a dissection. Just slowly peeling away the Velcro. And then I can access the battery here, which is directly connected to the active pickup. You can see that. There's a cord on the battery, and then this is the pickup itself. Now I'm going to remove this adhesive. Okay, that didn't quite come off in one clean piece, but it came off a little bit. Remove that adhesive. It looks like there's another layer underneath as well. I don't know if I can just pull off that skin and then it's adhesive again. Off that skin and then it's adhesive again. Okay, there's a lot going on with this. I've never done this. We had a GP Supercell, super heavy duty, not for retail sale battery in there. We're going to take that out because this had very little charge in it. And then we're going to put a Panasonic dollar store, super heavy duty power, they say. Through that. Just kind of push that out. You gotta get a little bit mean sometimes. And then we're gonna apply this like so. And then I can even test the battery with this device by holding this. Full charge, that's great. Now this adhesive, we're gonna try and remove that from the microphone or the pickup. Easier said than done. It's stretching as I'm pulling it off. There we go. Now it looks like there's a second layer of adhesive. It might just be a padding. Yeah, I think that's just a foam pad that there's like tape attached to it, or was attached to it. Because I don't think I can remove that. Pretty sure that's built on it. Let's get this patch off. And I'm just rolling it to get that off. It looks like there's a piece of film on here that if I were to pull it off, it might be another level of adhesive, which I'm really curious about because one side it's not on there, the other side, oh, it is. No, can't quite get that. I want to clean this so that when I put the adhesive on, it stays on. But we're going to save that portion. We're going to put the battery in the battery pack and put it back on the guitar, which is kind of weird. I've never done this. And it just goes right in there, right in the middle. There we go, it's on. I'm not gonna fiddle around with that too much. As long as it stays, we're good. I don't want it moving around while I play music. Okay, and then this is supposed to go in up here, right in the top, right up there, which I'm gonna have to fix. And find the perfect placement for it. And then once it's on, it's on. Now, it seems to be adhesive on the inside of the guitar. I'm gonna try and inspect that. I may have to remove that from the wood on the inside here. Yeah, there's like a glue substance. It's like a glue. Remove that. There's a little piece here. We don't need that in there anymore because it's not doing a job. And if I stick to it, it won't actually stick to it because it's dirty. So we're gonna take that off. One heck of a job replacing this. Now I got here double-sided tape, so I'm gonna have to cut this to size and then make it a fit. That's the next step. Okay. This looks pretty cool. That's also sticky as well. Okay. One hell of a contraption we got here. I'm trying to remove all the hairs that might have stuck to this. It's a little dirty. Yeah. It's gotta come off. Unfortunately, I ripped off a little bit of foam when I took off that tape. I'm not too sure about this design that they did here, but it's gonna have to do. Okay, so now it's time to, it's one weird review, eh? It's gonna take a bit to get to the point where we actually review the strings. First, we gotta place the tape down, get the right size. I need my multi-tool. I don't have scissors on me right now. There's no scissors on this either. There's just a knife. We're gonna measure it out. Oh my goodness. What an operation we got here. Okay. Oh, almost cut my finger. That's good. All right. And then I got a little bit of excess on this side. I'm going to trim that off. And I'm just going to apply force to this so that it stays on there pretty good. And we're going to trim this excess. And we're going to trim this excess. Cutting downwards, not up to, so not to lift it. All right. Again, being very careful. Okay. That's pretty good. Still a little bit of excess here. This is kind of like a sticky foam. Now, without cutting myself is the hardest part here. There we go. Okay. It's pretty sticky stuff, so I'm not too concerned about its adhesive properties, but getting it on there, and then how long is this going to last? That's my question. So now we got these two little spots here and here that we got to put adhesive on, and it's kind of got a shape to it. So I'm going to do what I did before, and I'm just going to cover the mass area of it, and then cut it to size. Now, there is a little bit of waste with this, unfortunately, and I don't like to waste, but it's what we have to do. And I'm trying not to damage my actual product while doing this. There we go, we got through. Oh shoot, it's sticking. As I cut it off, it sticks to the bottom there. Okay, that's not doing what I want. Gotta be a little bit more forceful. Just a little bit more force. Now we have a portion of this on. That's great. It's on what was the previous amount of adhesive. Now we gotta trim this portion. I'm gonna cut towards me, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, what an operation. Okay. No, don't come off. Oh, now it sticks to my knife. What are we doing? I need something to cut on top of. I got a box. I got a box. Or you just rip it. You just rip it, just like that. Just frickin' manhandle it. Who cares? And then trim it appropriately. There's too much going on here, people. Now we gotta trim it. That's scary. It's a knife coming towards me. Yeah, it's not the easiest job in the world right now. Oh my goodness, almost cut myself again. And I didn't even do, oh my goodness, making a mess. Didn't even do what I wanted. I just took the adhesive protection off. Oh my goodness. I need scissors. There's scissors upstairs. I don't know why I'm not getting them. Maybe it's the stubbornness. I just have to do it my way. There we go, that's kind of better. This is a really shoddy job, but you know what? We're going to end it on that little note there and then move to the next portion here. We got one more side to do. And then we can take off the adhesive and begin the process of reviewing the strings. I'm going to apply it like so. And use my thumb to heat my thumb. We'll activate the glue underneath. I'm going to just rip a portion off. Oh, can't quite do that. All right. Gonna have to cut it. Okay. Got the majority off. Okay, put this away. All right, double-sided tape is on. We need to trim it 2 sides. Should I go get the scissors? I'm gonna go get scissors. 1 second. Please bear with me. I'll be real quick. I don't want to put a knife to my guitar anymore. What an operation that is. I'm going to clean up the mess as I go. That's 4 strings. That's 5. There's one more. That's 6. Wrap them into a circle. Throw them in the garbage. There's no use for these anymore, except for maybe survival. I wouldn't put these back on because I got more backs. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got some scissors. You know, I could have done this right. Oh, shoot. I could have done this right from the get-go, but I was being stubborn. So now I'm going to trim all the excess here. That looks a little nicer. And then we're going to trim the excess on this side. I'll see if I can get you a close-up shot of what I've done. I gotta clean up my room tomorrow. There's so many things I'm supposed to do. I gotta do all these things now. And then come in from this angle. Yeah. Oh, sticky stuff. Almost there. Just gonna trim this up. Oh, go slow. Okay, that's pretty much trim. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be cleaning the guitar next. Okay, so I'm gonna pull off the adhesive and I'm gonna try and stick it in one go. Or pull off the tape. That's the non-adhesive part. That's keeping it clean and sticky. We're taking that off. This is going to be like a one-shot operation here. Get all the cords in, line it up. I think I did it. I'm going to hold it there for some time. Get the scissors away. Put the scissors away. It feels secure. I can see the battery indicator easily. Still full charge. That's good. The battery's working. And I'm just going to put a little bit of force, just a light force on there so that the adhesive really gets a good go. And you know, I think I'm ready. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to clean up what we can along the way. Putting all my garbage in one spot so I can clean up quicker at a later date. All right, next step. Let's put some lemon oil on the neck here. I'm going to try and angle the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now this is in here. This is applied. The battery's in here. It's not really moving. It's good. It's secure. We're going to move on. Applying this ultimate lemon oil. We're going to start at the top. Once or twice you pass through. Once or twice. You just want to make sure the oil actually gets on the fretboard. It's a little harder in the small areas. And this is just oil. That's all this is. It's lemon essential oil with something else. Doesn't actually have ingredients, I don't think. Because you're not supposed to eat it. Okay. It's looking good. It rejuvenates the neck. It cleans the neck. Sometimes I cry when I play guitar, and that goes on the guitar, so I gotta clean that off. And as the frets get larger, it becomes easier to apply. If it's still getting around the metal here, I forget what they call that, the fret itself, or I don't know what they call that right now. This metal part here kind of blocks you a little. Try not to apply too much, but I don't know if there is such a thing. As soon as I see it's darkened and kind of wet, I just move on. Alright, get right in every corner. It's like putting butter on your bread. You don't want to miss any part of the toast there. Alright. Alright. It looks so beautiful when you do this. It's very nice. And it smells good. kind of like meditation, doing this. Now, whoever's still watching at this point, kudos to you. You got patience like a frickin' master. If you're just watching this, taking it all in, if you're learning with me, because this is the first time I've ever done some of this stuff, like fixing that microphone on the inside and changing a battery and a Velcro pouch on the inside of my guitar. That was wild. Now the frets are getting quite large. I'm just going to let this oil soak in to the guitar. And I'm going to move on to cleaning the rest of it, polishing it. Okay, so I've applied the oil to all of the frets. Moving on, give it a little smell. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm going to use, at the end, after I polish it, I'm going to use one corner of this and then get all of the frets as well. But we're going to apply a polish here. Okay. And I believe it says to apply the polish to the rag here. So the directions: may be harmful if swallowed, causes eye irritation if in eyes, rinse with water for several minutes. Keep lid tightly closed, keep out of reach of children, and it contains ethyl alcohol. It says spray 1 to 2 pumps onto a clean, dry cloth to gently remove any fingerprints and grime. Do not wipe around any chips, cracks, or finish checking. Turn the cloth over and buff the finish to its original luster. A little goes a long way, so we're going to find a clean 1 to 2 pumps. 1, 2, just a little bit, and avoid any chips. I have 1 chip in this guitar, so I'm going to avoid that. Going around the perimeter, going around the bridge, get all the dust. Do little circles, little Mr. Miyagi circles. I can feel where some of the dirt is because I got very sensitive fingers. I'll just do a double take, go over everything again. And this should give it a nice sheen. And then it's a nice sheen. And then it says to turn it over and buff it. Okay. Now, I feel like I need to put something over that, a little epoxy or something one day. We're just going to let it be though. I'm going to add 1 more spray pump on this. Where is it? Should be wet somewhere. Oh, it dried up pretty quick. I'm going to do the sides and back. 1, 2. Oh, I touched the oil with my fingers. Quite oily. Okay, we're gonna that's a thing that happens sometimes. Now it's hard to get all the fingerprints off because you're kind of touching it with your hands unless you're wearing gloves. Just get all over the guitar. Turn it around, give it a little buff. Beautiful. I'll now do the back. There we go. I gotta do the neck as well. Okay, buff it out. Do the neck. Buff it out. Beautiful. Now the head of the guitar. Give that just a little wipe to get all the dust off. I'm gonna do one spray. And then begin cleaning. Beautiful. Buff it out. Now I'm going to come in on the frets here and clean up the excess oil that's been sitting on there. It should have absorbed quite a bit. I'm going to do it right where the Dunlop starts. It's a little dirty there anyways. Just rub that oil in and off. Take all the excess moisture. Oh, it's pretty moist. Some people really don't like that word, but we're gonna use it. It's appropriate. Just get all that excess oil off. I'm kind of holding the guitar with my leg and my feet. Oh, just going back and forth to get all that excess oil off. We're almost done. Get right at the bottom. Just do one little quick pass over these. And then we're going to look at how dirty the cloth got. Look at that. Pretty grimy. Let's do one more pass. Get that nice and clean. And now it looks more live. It's like putting oil on your leather boots. Wood is a living material. Even when we cut it and kill it, it still has some living properties to it. Now I had the bridge come out. This I got to place back. And you can tell what string was in it by the size of the groove. So directionally it should be okay to figure out. You just put it right back in. Okay. Out. All right. We don't need that for the time being. I'm just going to examine. I believe this is the E string up top. Now, is this ivory I think this might be ivory, which is the tusk of an elephant. It's unusual to have this material still. Yeah, it's definitely like this. Okay, let's begin. This is the unboxing and review of Ernie Ball Earthwood 80/20 bronze strings. Unboxing and review. We've gone through the cleaning, the repair, and now we're on to the restringing portion of the video. This is going to be the top string. I like to put the top and the bottom string on first so that it holds the bridge in. So, woo! And they kind of slide out like that. Now I'm just going to line it up and see if this is appropriate. That's appropriate. If I flip it around, it doesn't seem to fit as good as if I did it this way. And just the way that this is kind of shaved. Yeah, that's really cool. This is hand carved or something. I don't know if it's hand carved, but it's carved out. Has a specific pattern to it. It goes like this, and then comes over, does that, comes back, and then goes like this. Really cool. And they look smaller, the notches on the bottom, so I'm assuming that is string size. Yeah. Really cool. Put that right in there. Now we're going to secure one of these. Grab this. And place the groove forward. Place it over the string. Press down. I like to pull up the string. And then I'll secure it like that. Some people like to go around once and then in the hole. Other times people go right in the hole. So we're going to try wrapping it around. And you can do it twice and then go over, but I'm just going to do it once. I got so many pairs of strings, it's going to be fine if it breaks. And these probably won't last as long as elixirs, but that's okay, because if I plug it in, I need to change the battery. I'm going to tighten it, secure it down. Just enough that we can move on to the bottom string and secure that down as well. Once it starts to get that tension, the string will straighten out. Right now it's a little curved. That's okay. Let's keep going. There you go. You can hear the tension building. I'm going to move on to the bottom string just to have some sort of counterbalance. These are very small. They're light gauge. Very thin. So you can easily bend it. Put that notch forward, secure it down, press down, and then pull up. That fits right in there, beautiful. Now, go around. Oh, wants to be feisty. Go around. Over, and then through. Pull it tight, then twist. And make sure you're doing it the right direction. I used to flip this up all the time and mess up, and I wouldn't tighten it the right direction. We're doing a review of these strings once I've restrung it. This is the process. I mean, not everything is right here, fast, ready to go. Sometimes it takes developing. Okay. Now, this gets a little dirty. I'm gonna probably want to polish that again. Because my fingers are all over it. My fingies! Get that nice and tight. Still quite a ways away. Now, I could use this. That's much quicker. Oh, this thing's gonna flip out at me. Very loose still. Not much tension in that string. So this is really handy. Much quicker this way. And before I tighten it, sometimes you get overzealous and you tighten it way too much right away. We're just gonna stop there. Now I got 2 strings on. They're lined up good, they're in their grooves, and they're not moving. Now we're gonna go down, top down. This is the A string. Okay, can't please everyone. I don't know what you guys want. I'm reading your comments. Somebody's saying, are you just playing with your strings? Yeah, I guess that's what you would call this. This isn't really play though, this is more work. Push that down, pull that up. And you get faster the more you do this. Wrap it around. Go once around it. Oh, that part's the hardest, especially with these thicker strings. Go right around it, and then you can go over. And then that secures it. Okay. Now, all I need to do is tighten it. Which I can use this. Now, this isn't perfect, but it's gonna do the job. I might actually rearrange that a little. I like it when I'm a little OCD. I like it when it looks nice. I want this one to be over top. Need to pull that tight. Or just do this, I guess. Oh my goodness. There we go. Just pull that up. I don't want them crossing, zigzagging weird. Here's what it is, okay? Tightening it. I want it to go that way. I want to make sure that peg is down there. You want to firmly press these in because sometimes they pop out. And when you hear it do that twang, it's because it was securing into this. Okay, we can move on. Next string. This is going to be D. Grab a peg, put it in, pull tight. Wrap around, go around, and over. Tighten. This one I kind of messed up on. I don't know if I feel like redoing it. It's not exactly how I want it. That's okay. Not everything's perfect. Press those pegs down. Make sure they don't fly out while you're tightening it. Oh man, that scares me every time. No matter how many years you do this, that little popping sound is still just as terrifying. And you just tighten these every once in a while because they loosen as you tighten them. That sounds almost like where it needs to be. Now we're moving on to the G string. Everybody's favorite string. The G string. Place that in there. Get your peg. Put it in. Press the peg in. Pull it up. Around. And over. Around and over. Pull that tight. I don't even know why I tried to clean the head of this guitar when my fingers are all over it. Pull it tight. I can let that go now. Secure the peg. Tighten it enough. This part's so fun. And these will lose their tuning relatively quick when you first put them in. That's good enough. Last string, the B string. Ain't nothing but a B string. All right, put that in. Almost at the review portion. Grab that peg. Place it in the hole. So I got, again, a reminder, this is a pack of 4 strings for basically the price of 1 Elixir string. These are Ernie balls. Wrap it around. Go over. And then pull it tight. Ain't nothing but a B thing, baby. This is a mess. Okay, this takes some time. This B one's gonna take some time. Hold that peg down as it tightens. Watch out for when it comes at you. Because these are such a light gauge, it's going to take a little bit more tension. Okay, now before I break a string, let's put on a tuner. We're going to tune to 432 hertz. So let's place this tuner on here. I can clean up the ends of these strings now. I don't need them on there dangling and bouncing around. Just open that up, get as close as you can, and snip. Just like so. Close as you can. Snip. Close as you can. Snip. Some people get mad at you when you do this. Other people get mad when you don't clean them. You can't please everybody. Really nice, really handy. These aren't even sharp, I don't think. They're just flat, but it's the pressure and the angle that they come together. It's just like butter. Okay, that's done. Now let's get to the tuning. Obviously turn your tuner on if you don't know how to tune by ear. Some people use tuning forks. We're tuning to 432 hertz. We're at D flat, A, B, C, D, E. Now we're at E flat. And see, I was so close already. That's E, that's where we want to be. And by the time I finish tuning all of the rest of these strings, that one's going to be out of tune. F, G, A. So I was like 2 notes below. We're at A flat, A. This was D flat, so I was half a step down. We're at D. That one's at D, we're gonna go up to G. A, B, C, D, E, F. We're gonna hit F. Or E, yeah, there's F. We're gonna get G flat. This is now G. Okay, now the B string. The B is at G, so we're gonna go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A flat, and then B. We're at B flat. Now we're at B. And now D, E. Okay. So we've successfully tuned the guitar. Let's see how much of a loss in tension we have already from just tuning. We're already at an E flat again. So we're gonna go up. We're at E. A is almost at A flat. We're gonna go back up. D is flat again. G is starting to lose its tune. B is holding because we just put it there. E just went down a little, and then you can play. And as I play, it's gonna lose its tune. The one thing I'll note with these strings is there is no polish on them, there is no film. So if you slide your fingers, you will hear it, but they sound very bright. Now, they're firm. Not all of these pegs are in all the way. Am I concerned? Not overly. I can push them in a little bit more, but the G one is right down there. That's looking better. Okay, let's check that tuning. They hold their tune pretty good. I haven't bent them or anything. I can feel how light they are. They want to bend. For the price of these strings, I think they are great. First impressions, they're great. Do you hear how that slides? So you gotta pick up your fingers more, unless you like the slide sound. And it only starts on the G. Hear that? It's squeaky. So with the Elixir strings, that's alleviated for the first week of playing. But if you're just playing chords, it's probably alright. Pretty bright. Now with the guitar pick, that sounds really nice. I'm loving the new strings. I don't know if it's just because they're new that they sound so good. But they sound crisp. They hold their tune pretty well, so initial impressions of these Earthwood Ernie Ball acoustic strings, 80/20 bronze. Very bright. They hold and maintain their tune relatively quick after being put on the guitar. There is some obvious noise with the sliding. That can't be avoided with these strings. That's fine. And we repaired the guitar. We went through it. We cleaned it. And hope you liked the video. That's the unboxing for today.